Guys, and welcome to We Talk UAV. Today we'll be talking about the new DJI Goggles RE. Let's go inside. Well, hello guys, and welcome to a new We Talk UAV video. This is Alex Asmacher, and today we are very happy because we'll be testing and doing the hands-on the DJI Goggles RE Edition, Racing Edition. And first of all, and for the introduction of this video, we wanted to say that, as you can see here, we have the Fat Sharks, in this case the HD3, and also the the first DJI goggles that were launched a couple of months ago. The most important thing here is to say that the RE goggles are a combination of both systems. This means that the good thing, in our personal opinion, the good thing about the DJI goggles and the good thing about the Fat Sharks are combined into this new goggles. First of all, and before starting with the comparison between the new RE goggles and the white ones, we wanted to highlight this pieces right here because probably the new goggles are not understood without this. As you can see here, we have the camera, also the OcuSync system, the air unit, and the antennas that will give us the transmission, the HD transmission into the goggles for any RC drone or plane or whatever. We're going to test this tomorrow with a friend, and as soon as we edit it, you'll see that he has an RC plane, and we'll be testing this on an RC plane and seeing through the goggles how amazing it will be. So stay tuned and make sure to check out the video that is coming in a few days. Also guys, and before we forget it, or I forget it, we will do an extra video explaining exactly this before you start us killing for any problems that may cause this to racing drones or anything. So don't worry, we'll get into detail also for these little things here. Well guys, let's start with the comparison. And first of all, and before getting into the detail of all the ports and everything, I wanted to highlight that we already did a in-depth full review of these goggles, and we'll leave you the link at the description in case you want to know all the details, the different ports, and for what this wheel is. So we're not getting into detail into that with this video. And also, as you've seen the Fat Sharks before, we have a comparison video from the goggles and the Fat Sharks, the HD3. We'll leave you also the link at the description so that you can check it out. Well, once we said that, I wanted to say that we've been filming for now, I believe, 10-15 minutes. And the only not so good thing about the DJI goggles, which I also said in the previous video of the white ones, is that it still is a little bit too heavy. I mean, it's the only thing that is not perfect on these goggles, and after quite some time you start noticing here on the back of your neck that you have some heavy thing on your head. It's not bad, I'm just not used to it. I don't know the racers, if you guys are used to it. I'm not, and it's just a matter of doing it a couple of times, and I believe this will disappear. So let's start with the good things. Probably my hair looks awful right now. One of the things that you will see probably is that they have changed the inside of the headband. It's a red new leather, and it does really look awesome, and it's way more comfortable. I don't really know the difference on producing this thing, but it really truly is more comfortable. It's thicker somehow, and it does fit soft here on your head. Also talking about the color, okay, they are selling this goggles as black goggles. It's not real dark like black, it's more of a dark silver gray. I don't know if you can see the difference from my shirt, which is fully black, and this is dark gray. And Chibo, can you give me the platinum? As you can see here, the platinum does even have another color, which is lighter in this case. So it's darker than the Mavic Platinum, and it's not as dark as my shirt. Well guys, and finally, and probably the most important thing and most interesting thing is this goggles didn't have it, but here we do have it. Look at this. It's the antenna, the analog antenna, which will allow us to get the analog transmission signal from any RC drone, which has analog transmission, of course. And we're very happy because with this goggles, this was something that was kind of left out, and people were complaining that I can't use this goggles. This goggles will be able to do that because of this little amazing thing right here. And guys, finally we're getting into the differences. We have listed up to 7 differences. I'm not getting into details again. I told you that you can watch this, the white goggles in-depth review, because mainly everything is still the same. The touchpad, the buttons, the air vents, the headband connecting to the goggle itself. So we're not talking about this. Let's go and talk about the 7 differences. First, probably the most interesting here is that the new DJI Goggles RE are capable of working on the 5.8 GHz frequency band, whereas the white ones only worked on 2.4. This is pretty good because we'll be able to avoid the more crowded 2.4 GHz frequency band. Second, the new DJI Goggles RE have redesigned the internal omnidirectional antennas, which means that the 4 antennas that the white goggles had are redesigned here, plus the external pagoda antenna, in this case is the 5th antenna on this new goggles. Third, so for ensuring the smooth video decoding and less lag possible, what the new DJI Goggles RE have made, and let me read that because it's not easy, the DJI Goggles RE have restructured the radio communication strategy and video decoding algorithm to lower transmission latency to 50 milliseconds, with wireless transmission latency of less than 10 milliseconds, which is pretty awesome, and this will help you for you guys racers. Fourth, the new DJI Goggles RE support any frequency between 5.650 and 5.925 GHz, and also has a micro SD card slot for video, for saving the video files that you'll be recording with your drone. Fifth, the new DJI Goggles RE can also save digital video on this micro SD card slot. Pretty awesome. Point number 6, and also very interesting, the new DJI Goggles RE allow you to have a local video playback and allow the user also to have that 360 panosphere viewing to enjoy awesome 360 videos or pictures. And number 7, the facial pad has also been redesigned with some changes to make it even more comfortable, and as I told you before, the internal parts that are fit to your head have also been redesigned with some new leather materials which make it even more comfortable. Some of you guys were also asking with which DJI drones this goggles work, and they work with the Mavics, of course, with the Spark, with the Inspire 2 and with the Phantom 4 series. Finally, just to say, the video formats that the DJI Goggles RE support are 3, MP4, MOV or movie, and MKV or Matroska video. Also, I wanted to remember to you guys again that the most important thing on this new goggles are, of course, these OcuSync systems and the camera and the air unit and the antennas, and we'll talk about this in an upcoming video, so make sure to stay tuned because we'll talk about latency, we'll talk about how this works, and we'll show you with different examples and everything, so make sure to stay tuned. So before finishing and summing up a little bit what has happened today here, from our point of view, we think that DJI has made a very intelligent step, including this more racing edition on their goggles. It's something that people were asking and really needing for using them in a wider audience, and this is very interesting. We don't really know if DJI wants to make even a step further into racing drones, and I don't know, maybe launching sometime soon their own racing drone. This could be something that people are asking actually a lot on the forum, so we don't really know, and this could be the first step for that, so always remember that also. And finally, also on the visual style, this does, in my personal opinion, also on Chibo behind the camera, this does just look better. And this more black or obsidian black or silver gray or whatever you want to call it is more into that racing style, because we thought that all this white, even though it's pretty beautiful, is more like tech design stuff, and maybe if you want to go into racing, this is a more correct style. And while we're actually doing this video, a lot of questions are popping up here between Chibo and me. Do you guys think that we'll see in future competitions, or right now in competitions, racing competition, someone with this kind of goggles, or are they still not as handy as the Fat Sharks? Or these are things that are really interesting to know, and this has again opened up a brand new world for the racing and the goggle style of DJI, and we really want to know that. Also, maybe getting them a little bit smaller and lighter in weight could be something that they are already working on. I'm pretty sure of that. And that was it, actually. We were really happy with the series of videos we're going to create with the new DJI Goggles RE Edition, all the OcuSync system. Also remember, as I told you, we're going with a friend tomorrow and piloting some RC planes to see if it's different. Also, we've seen that the internal menu has some changes. We'll show you that also in some other videos, how it has changed, even though it's not much, how it has changed visually inside. So guys, thanks a lot for watching this video. Leave a like for Santa, who is actually hanging there, and he said a couple of times, please let me down here, I won't give you any gifts this Christmas. And or leave it for Chibo, the good camera guy, and he shows you a lot of different styles and shots from the goggles, so make sure to leave a like for him. If you have any questions, leave them on the comments. We'll be answering them. We're here for you guys, remember that, and we can't wait to test this magnificent goggles here. So nothing else to say, always remember, keep calm and talk UAV.